Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, me and my friend are going to present about personal protective equipment. So without wasting any time, let's get started.
Hi, my name is Elia. I will explain about the meaning of personal protection equipment, which is PPE. PPE is clothing or equipment designed that to be worn by someone to protect them from any risk of injury or illness at workplace. These injuries or illness may result from contact with physical, chemical or other hazard at workplace. There are a few types of PPE such as heat protection, hand protection and mask protection. Each type of PPE protect different parts of our body in harmful conditions.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Nur Atika Balkis binti Safi'in, but you just can call me Atika. I'm going to explain about the functions of personal protective equipment or PPE. What is example for PPE? Basically, it has many types of PPE in this world. For example, I will take the PPE in laboratory. So here, what we should use in laboratory to protect our safety while doing a work in laboratory. Firstly, we have a goggles. So, what goggles do? Basically, goggles is used to protect our eyes from hazardous chemicals. For example, alkalis are especially dangerous to our eyes. Second, we also have laboratory gloves. Rubber or plastic gloves provide protection against heat, dangerous chemicals, and physical injury. Other than that, we also should wear a lab coat while doing a work in laboratory. Lab coat is used to protect the skin and clothes from dangerous chemical splashes. Next, we also have face mask. It is used to protect against smoke, vapor, and dust that can affect the respiratory system. Last but not least, we have lab shoes. Lab shoes is important to protect the feet from chemical spills, broken glass, dust, and falling objects. So that's all from me, and I will pass to my friend to explain another point about PPE. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurhani Hisi binti Junaidi and I will explain about who should wear personal protective equipment or PPE. First, the food industry. The worker should wear gloves because when working in food processing or handling without gloves will lead into injury other than contamination. Some of food production areas can form particles or debris that could easily enter their eyes, and it can affect vision. It can affect the vision if not treated in the long term. It is recommended to use goggles or safety earwear as a shield to prevent from the flying debris or object during the production. Secondly, the medical industry. The worker should wear PPE to prevent the spread of germs in the hospital and protect the worker from pathogen by preventing body flu and respiratory infections. Thirdly, the mechanic. The vehicle contains a lot of chemicals that are harmful when inhaled. They need to wear PPE such as body protection, hand protection, and respiratory protection when fixing or welding a car part. Fourth, the nail technician. The nail technician should wear PPE because it helps to protect from dangerous accident famous inhalation, from the smell of nail glue, and the dust of people nails flying at their face. And lastly, the chemical plate. They are usually around dangerous chemicals that should be kept out of their respiratory system and should not make by wearing a PPE, it helps to protect them. That is for me. I will pass it to my friend. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Khadijah Minta Hasan, and now I will explain about where should we use the personal protective equipment. Point number 1 is all staff, patient, and visitor should use PPE when there will be contact with blood, bodily fluid, or respiratory secretion. Blood, bodily fluid, or respiratory secretion is one of the biological hazards. All human blood components, bodily fluids, solid tissue, and aerosols from tissue are potentially infectious. People who work with human material are at risk of exposure to blood-borne viruses, but also infectious from other pathogens depending on the type of tissue. Wearing a glove will protect your hand from germs and help to reduce the spread of them. Getting germs onto your hand is one of the easiest way of unintentionally spreading infection. Point number 2 is, whenever there are risks of health and safety that cannot be adequately controlled by other means, for example, workers who work in the construction site area, there are many unforeseen dangers there. The responsibilities can occur. To prevent accidents from happening, workers are required to wear personal protective equipment. The last point is, personal protective equipment is also used when we are in polluted areas such as air pollution, for example, power nuclear factories. There are so many dangers in the factory area. Among them is a chemical hazard which requires workers to wear personal protective equipment perfectly and remove it in a place that has been repaired before they leave the factory. This is to prevent any possible accident that may occur. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Umairah binti Muhammad Nizam, and I will present the consequences of wearing PPE at workplace. Wearing a PPE can protect the eyes from electrical lights, chemicals, and other hazards that can cause eye injuries. Wearing a PPE also can protect the ears from loud noise that can induce hearing loss. Next one, wearing a PPE can protect the head from falling objects such as wooden or brick. The 4 consequences of wearing PPE is, wearing PPE can protect the hands and fingers from danger or irritation from chemicals or sharp objects. Other than that, wearing a PPE can maintain employees' health by filtering the air contaminated with hazardous particles such as virus. Lastly, wearing a PPE can protect the feet from potential occupational hazards such as sharp objects and electrical dangers. I will also present the consequences of not wearing PPE at workplace. If an employee does wear PPE at workplace, their eyes will be exposed to danger that can cause eye injuries or even blindness. Second, not wearing a PPE can result in loss of hearing due to long-term exposure to loud noise. Third, the consequences of not wearing a PPE is the risk of getting severe head injury increase because the head is not protected. The 4th consequences of not wearing PPE is the skin will be exposed to danger that could result in small or large cuts, and the skin can absorb harmful substances easily. Not wearing a PPE at workplace can allow employee to inhale chemicals that will affect their health. Lastly, not wearing a PPE can result in foot injuries when an employee steps on something dangerous, which can cause permanent or temporary disabilities. That's all from me. Thank you. In conclusion, wearing PPE at workplace is important so that everyone's safety and health is guaranteed.
That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.